Hey, what's going on everybody? Strider's back with another daily high ELO casting. And again, this should be a very interesting game. Oh, we're actually a few minutes in already. I didn't realize that. But luckily, no first blood has happened yet, so that is a big plus for us. Oh no, the red team is here, just camping the Amumu, and yes, the Amumu is going to get jumped on. Oh my god, that was super close, and Amumu is just running away as much as possible. Now Kennen's coming in, misses the shuriken. I think Amumu's planning on going in there with banished shots, but is not going to be able to pull it off. Probably for the best, that is for sure. Still no first blood, which is really scary, because it got really close there. I was a little terrified. I was scared for the Amumu, and now Amumu's going for red buff, and I don't know if he's going to be able to do this. He is super low. And yes, he's going to take a lot of damage. He's going to go down to 40. I think he's going to have to recall. Not going to be able to take that red buff. Very unfortunate for the Amumu. But sad Amumu is sad. And Shyvana is going to have absolutely no problems jungling because everybody knows Shyvana. I don't actually think I've seen this particular matchup with Talon versus Kennen. So that'll be interesting because I know Talon does counter a lot of AP mids, but I'm not sure if he counters Kennen all that much. So we'll see, because I think after Talon engages onto him, Kennen can just pop his ultimate and just keep him in place. So I'm not 100% sure how that's all going to work out. Yeah, no, it looks like it's a little bit of damage. Kennen's being a little bit aggressive, and a great silence coming out. And yes, Kennen's just going to be able to get away. And oh my gosh, Nautilus is doing as much damage as he can to this Ezreal, but Nautilus might actually go down, and a great job getting the ignite with the auto attacks, and yes, one more shot. Great job coming out from Graves. Now Graves can do as much damage as he can. The Dazzle does end up taking him out, and now Taric really wants to fight this Nautilus one-on-one, and I think Nautilus does not. Taric really tried to fight by his creeps, and that was a great job by Taric. He was like, hey, I'm at my creeps, I'm lower health than you, try to come kill me, and basically trying to force Nautilus to attack Taric when he was by his minions. What that would do is that would aggro the minions so that they would start fighting Nautilus, which would basically win that fight really easily for Taric. This early in the game, especially Nautilus being support, he's not going to be that tanky. He doesn't really have anything that would make him survive. He has only 39 armor, so getting hit by like 6 or 7 minions at the same time, he'd go down almost instantly. And I don't know about this. I think the Arcane Shift might come out and just destroy this Nautilus. It doesn't look like Ezreal's quite that bold. I think that might have been a little bit of a misplay on Ezreal's part. Maybe he's just a passive, didn't know where Graves was, thought he was, he should have been recalling at a relatively the same time. Or not recalling, but coming back to lane at about the same time. So it makes sense that he won it, but I think he possibly could have got it off. And a great job by Kennen being able to counter initiate onto the Talon. Talon's taking a lot of damage, especially from that ignite. Really hurting him. And now Shyvana is doing as much as she can. Not going to be able to do too much. And the banished shot's going out, nailing the Talon. And now just going to try to keep on him. And yes, he is able to successfully stay on top of him. And now Kennen's level 6. So if Shyvana went in there, he would have just got ultimate. And now Vlad has his ultimate. Yes, the Humo Plague does not quite do enough damage. Not really going to do much of anything. It wasn't able to just freely cast spells. Heal Plague is typically for team fights. It helps a lot. I mean, it can also, of course, help 1v1. But for the most part, you want to save it to hit like 2 or 3 people. Just kind of either back people off because once they get that Heal Plague debuff on them, they're like, I don't really want to be in this fight anymore. And so they kind of just walk away. But as you can tell, Vlad's doing a pretty phenomenal job against this Malphite right now. So Vlad's at 39 creep kills and Malphite's at 42. Malphite's a great counter to Vlad, and so the fact that Vlad's able to kind of just stay even with him means he's doing pretty good. So far, Ezreal's 47 creep kills against Graves' 41, and that's probably expected. Ezreal's a little bit longer range of poke. Plus the Dazzle from Taric. Oh, uh-oh. And a great dazzle coming out from, yes, and Talon is going to slow him down. And a lot of damage going on Taric. I don't know if Taric's going to be able to survive that. I think he will, though. Yes, survives with 56 HP. Is able to heal himself. And now Talon's coming in. Is going... Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Is he going to get the silence off? Oh, no, the flash. Yes. And Talon follows up with his own flash and then blinks. And I think that he's just going to try to commit suicide. I think, yeah, Taric will still get the kill, but it's better than giving Ezreal the kill or the assist. Plus, Ezreal is now losing out on experience as well as creep kills at the tower. Wonderful bait out by Talon. That was a really good play. He did play extremely aggressive, and I don't necessarily agree with that most of the time. But the fact that he was able to pick up a kill, trade a 1-for-1, and then help the bottom lane just free farm is going to make it... it gives them a tad bit of an advantage. I mean, yeah, it was only like 3 or 4 creep kills, but that put Graves almost dead even now with Ezreal. So Ezreal's doing pretty good stuff. And a great unstoppable force now coming out from Malphite. Malphite just doing the ground stun as much as he can. Is he going to be able to? Yes, Seismic Shard coming down. Heal play coming out. Not going to be able to do much of any damage whatsoever. Bam! Oh, wonderful job by Malphite. Really controlling that top lane. Yeah, once he got those Sork shoes, that was pretty much over for Vlad. Vlad is actually opting to go 2 gold per 10, which I think is very interesting. I don't really see that often. But Amumu also has 2 gold per 10s. That's pretty typical with junglers nowadays. Always go Philosopher's Stone and Heart of Gold. Taric with a gold per 10, that's also pretty standard. Kennen, I don't really see him going any gold per 10s. It's possible he might pick up a Cages Like a Pick at some point in time just for fun. If he thinks that this game is going to go into late game, it's typically always advantageous to get a gold per 10 item regardless if you're behind or ahead. If you're behind, it'll help you kind of keep there. If you're ahead, it'll help you stay ahead. That type of thing. So there's not too many bad reasons to get a gold per 10. I mean, yeah, you are weaker, but if you're going for a late game and you're just farming safely, that's not going to be a big deal. And, wow, Malphite doing a ridiculous amount of damage. It did take a lot of free damage there in that part of the exchange, and Vlad still has a lot of healing going on. Wow, Vlad's doing a ridiculous amount of damage now. With all those stacks, he does not have his Hemo Plague up anymore, so he's not going to be able to kill him off. Very unfortunate. A lot of damage going out. Yes, it looks like Nautilus is going to go down almost instantly. Yes. And Ezreal flashed it. I think it was a little bit waste of a flash, but still got the kill, and that's all that matters. And a great job by Amumu being able to pick up that kill. And now Shyvana's going in on the Amumu. And Shyvana just backs off. Doesn't want to deal with a double buff Amumu, because that is absolutely terrifying. Great job. That was... Amumu's really bringing this team together right now. Amumu's going to be able to land those crazy bandage tosses. Keeps at those ultimates. Being able to pick up the kills. And yeah, the kills aren't all that great on Amumu. It kind of depends on how he builds. But being able to shut down anybody, or especially being able to kill their mid champion, is always huge. Mid is down by like 15-16 CS right now, and has died 3 times. So Talon's not doing the best of jobs. He was able to pick up that kill on Taric bottom and kind of bait the Ezreal around for a little bit, but as far as mid lane goes, he's lacking in the farm department. He might still have more gold, though, from... I don't know, actually, Kennen does have more gold. Kennen does have those 2 assists, which really do help. And then Amumu's really picking it up. It looks like Amumu, so much ward coverage coming off from the blue team. Red team has 2 wards on the map right now. Actually, 3, sorry. I didn't see this one on bottom lane at first. But they had nothing in the river, and they had one in Tribush. I'm not sure if it actually saw him. And now Amumu's coming, and Amumu does not have Curse of the Sad Mummy, though, so he's not going to be able to do that. And yes, he's just going to... Oh, wow, and the ultimate coming out from Ezreal. And now the Spider-Man also coming out from Nautilus. Just throwing out his weapon, pulling himself to that wall. Wonderful job for the red team being able to get out of that. And they applied enough pressure to where they're going to be able to get this dragon. And finally a ward coming out into that dragon river. And that's going to provide them with vision to find out when the dragon dies, and so they'll be able to get a timer. I don't think they'll be able to contest this. Now an unstoppable force coming out, and Kennen dies instantly. Great job by the blue team being able to take that out, and possibly might actually get an oracle from Shyvana as well. I don't think that was a good plan by the Shyvana going down. Tried to take the creep kill, and now the Curse of the Said Mummy taking out the Nautilus. Wonderful job by the Amumu, and now getting the bandage toss onto the Malphite, and Malphite's super low, and now Graves has to chase down the Ezreal. Ezreal doesn't have any mana left. Trud, is the red buff going to take it? No, but Amumu will pick it up in the end, and now Amumu's just doing as much damage as he can. Sad Amumu is sad, but Amumu still picked it up a notch, cut 2 more kills out of that, and was able to give Ezreal kill in that team fight as well. And so it was a very bloody battle. But blue team was able to pick up the dragon, and that really helped them get ahead in this game. So they are up about 1,000 gold now. So everybody's tied up on kills. So this is really intense. So great job by both teams, just getting tied up on these kills, making sure everything is even. And this will be an interesting... Yeah, so the first tower going down for the red team, providing them with a lot of damage. And now the ultimate now coming down from Kennen. Doesn't know where the Talon went. Talon went through the jungle. Yeah, it looks a lot. Wow, collateral damage. Not really doing any damage whatsoever. Ezreal's at almost full health, even after a full burst from Graves. And that's going to be dangerous. Nautilus went down from that too, so that's not going to be good at all. How are they going to be able to recover from that? That was very bad for the red team. Well, I guess it wasn't that bad. Maybe overstating it a little bit. But I don't know. It definitely wasn't good. Not having any AP on their team, I think that's really what's going to hurt them in the long run. If you take a look at it, Talon doesn't really do any magic damage. Nautilus does some, but he's a tank and he's not going to build any AP. If they had a Amumu and Amumu's going like AP Amumu type thing, then it would be fine. I guess, Malphite does quite a bit of magic damage, which isn't... it's not a huge ton. It kind of depends on how he builds, I suppose, but for the most part, it looks like he will be going for that... Yeah, it looks like he's working towards an Abyssal Scepter, which is a great item on him. Provides him the MR that he needs. It also provides him with the ability power that it just definitely helps for that little bit of extra burst, since he's going to be in the face of the other team the entire game. I would assume that he would kind of go a Heart of Gold at some point in time, maybe. But if you look at everybody on the blue team, almost everybody is magic damage oriented. Ezreal does a lot of magic damage. Yes, he's primarily AD, but he does have some magic damage. Vlad is completely AP, and so is Amumu and Kennen. And Taric. Taric's spells are also AP. So MR is definitely a valuable, very valuable asset for the red team right now, and I think they need to notice that before it's too late. So we'll see how that turns out, but I really think that they need to make sure that they get that MR. And a great ultimate coming out from Nautilus, and Shyvana popping over the wall, but the flash coming out from Taric. Taric's able to get away with no problems whatsoever. He's like, yep, I'm fabulous, bitches. And just walks away. Of course he has to flash because he's flash. Never mind. There's too many Taric jokes. There's way too many. I don't really want to bore you guys with that. I'm really bad at making up jokes on the fly, so I apologize when they're terrible. It's not my fault. It's probably my fault, but it's not my fault to say, oh no, and Kennen coming out, he is able to survive. No, he's not the last freaking knight. He had that, he had the spell. What? Oh my gosh, I can't even think right now. Oh my gosh, a great banish toss coming out. Now the Dazzle coming down to shatter, taking the kill. Oh, and the Malphite takes on the Vlad 1v1 once again and takes him out with about a half health remaining. Didn't take tower shots this time, so it looks like Vlad's getting a little bit more powerful, which is always good to see, of course. And a great banish toss coming out from Amumu with the Dazzle. That's just a crazy combo right there, taking Shyvana down to about half health. Absolutely ridiculous. And with the red team being almost all AD and having a Taric on the blue team, it's ridiculous. Oh, now Chris the Said Mummy, but he's exhausted. Is Shyvana going to be able to make it out? Yes, he is able to make it out. And is he oh my gosh, I think the collateral damage was a little bit overkill, but they knew that Amumu's flash was down, so I don't think collateral damage was necessary, but sometimes you really just have to... and yeah, sometimes you really just have to just explode on their face. That's the best way I could put it. I tried to think of other ways, but there's just no other ways to put it. And that's why I really like burst champions, just because they're really fun to watch someone's health go from 100 to 0 just from exploding on their face. It's absolutely ridiculous. But it's just really fun, especially once you start getting more kills and you start getting fed. It's just like, wow, I just killed somebody. Oh, and a great hook coming out from Nautilus. Nautilus going down almost instantly because of that. And Ezreal tried to take the kill, but was quite a bit too late. Didn't realize Nautilus was not tanky. And Nautilus has 3 gold per 10 items at this point. He does realize he's behind. He's 0 and 4. Talon's 4 and 4. Most deaths in the game right now are tied between those 2 players. Blue team is currently up by about 1,500 gold right now, so it's not a huge lead. They're going to gain a little bit more from taking out this tower, though. And a great dazzle coming out from Taric. He's not able to get a shadow off. He doesn't have the mana. I don't know exactly what he was trying to do in there without any mana. He shouldn't really be in there to begin with, except for possibly a shatter, but at the same time, it's not worth it when you're so squishy and you don't have any mana to heal yourself afterwards. And Amumu is now taking on the Talon 1 versus 1. And like I said, Amumu needs a lot of armor against the red team. And collateral damage with the combination of Shyvana coming out. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely complete madness going out. So just a bloodbath. With the Unstoppable Force coming out, picking up the kill on Ezreal with the ground slam. Just absolutely insane. And a great quick draw buckshot auto attack coming out from Graves. Able to put a lot of damage down. And now, yeah, red team's just going to go for the dragon. And this is going to be red's dragon this time, not blue. So, red's doing a wonderful job. At this point, it's like something just clicked. And they're like, hey, we're not doing too well in our lanes. We're doing okay. We're going about even. But I think we have a better team fight. So what they did is they just decided to group up. And we're like, all right, let's team fight. And they decided to team fight. And guess what? They're pulling ahead slowly but surely. Or not. Yeah, I mean, they're only behind by 200, 150 gold, 200 gold right now. And that's basically nothing. Although I'm very surprised that Malphite didn't clean up those 2 little mini golems at the blue buff so that it could respawn faster. I guess technically they don't really use or need blue buff. I don't really like saying that because the blue buff's always nice for the cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction is probably the most underrated stat in the game. Once you have 40% cooldown reduction, you're going to be like winning fights left and right. It's, I don't know. Especially earlier levels, it's really, really powerful. Oh, maybe they were down and it was just glitched because blue just spawned. I don't know what happened there. I swear to God that golem was not there and the 2 little ones were. I think I missed something. maybe I just missed something here. But Amumu still just doing a lot of work right now. It's 102 creep kills. And now Kennen's just throwing on the harass as much as he can. He has that Will of the Ancients. So that Amumu with Kennen combo has been a really predominant combo. Oh my god, the quick draw just barely dodging that bandage toss. But the flash is now out from Amumu. And, oh my god, Ezreal takes quite a bit of damage going down from the Graves. They're about the same health right now. It's not that low. And Amumu is coming in, gonna do a bandage toss. Don't know if he's going to ult quite yet. Yes, he does do Curse of the Sad Mummy on 2 members of the red team. And now Kennen's coming out with his ultimate, only getting 1 person in it. Very depressing, but yeah, the red team definitely has to back off. And they're going to lose their inner mid tower, which is not a tower they wanted to lose. But I think at this point, once blue team takes this tower, they're going to have to recall. They're going to have to get their items. And Banish Tusk coming out does miss. They're actually going to push 1 more tower. They do have 10 seconds until Nautilus spawns and then 20 until Malphite spawns. And a great shove. Oh my gosh, and I think Talon went the wrong way or predicted the wrong way. And at this point, they might go for an inhibitor. I think that was a little bit of a cocky move. I think they should have waited just a little bit longer. They did want to try to delay the inhibitor being slain. Or slain, I guess destroyed. Oh, and a flash coming out from Taric. Actually does not... Oh no, that's dangerous. Nautilus missing the Spider-Man, but it's still going to be going after it. Oh, and a great seismic shark coming down, and the Shyvana ultimate coming down the Unstoppable Force, instantly eviscerating that Ezreal. And now everybody on the blue team is really going to have to run away at this point. And yes, great job by Amumu being able to take out the Nautilus, but Amumu does go down from the Graves, and this Graves is starting to get really scary here. 5 kills, and now, oh, it looks like, yes, Malphite does go down, and I don't know if this quick draw is going to be enough. Flash coming out from Kennen, and Graves is super low, and is just getting wailed on by these super minions, and that's what I'm a little bit worried about. That was a lot of deaths right there. So this is just an action-packed game right now. It's very interesting to see what is going to happen in the long run. I think that blue team has a much more significant Baron pressure than the red team, so I think blue team may start to pressure that Baron and start the Baron dance, since they're kind of going even right now. If they can force Baron fight and do all their AoE spells and ultimates in coordination with each other, I don't think red team will be able to survive that, regardless of if blue team is tanking the Baron or not. I think it's just going to be a really, really great play by the blue team to take that. But they need an Oracles or a Pink Ward or something to be able to clear out the wards that are at Baron right now. And blue team is taking down Baron right now. Yeah, looks like it. They don't have anything to clear out the wards. Oh, yes, they do. They have Taric. Taric does see that ward. They're going to take that down. They might back off after this. No, they're still going to go in. Red team throws the ward down over the wall, and they're going to know exactly what health the Baron is at and at what time. So Baron's at 3,500 health right now. 2,600, 2,000, 1,800, and the ultimate coming out. Oh, yes, and the blue team takes the Baron, and a great job. They do have both ults going on in tandem, and now, oh my gosh, the Talon gets away with 27 health. The Graves ends up going down. Blue team is going to hunt down this Talon as fast as possible, but Talon might just be able to hide in that bush. What is he doing? Is he going to try to... Oh my gosh, I don't think that was a good idea for the Talon to show himself. And I think Ezreal waited a little bit too long. Oh my gosh, Ezreal just... Oh my god, Ezreal almost died. Is he going to go down? 46, yes. And that was a great trade, in my opinion. Needed to take that out, but in the meantime, blue team is just pushing down mid, not having any problems, getting the bandage toss and the surrender vote coming out from the red team. I do commend Talon for sacrificing himself, getting their AD carry, baiting him away from pushing the lane, which is really powerful because Ezreal is one of the best pushers in the game for AD carries as a team. That AoE attack speed buff, I've harped on it a million times. I'm sure by now you guys are tired of hearing it, but the AoE attack speed buff for your whole team by like 55% is absolutely insane. That means you get 3 attacks in the time that you would normally get 2. And that's pretty significant. When you take the fact that AP carries will do damage to towers based on how much AP they have, 100 or 50% of their AP, I think is what it is. If you can do that much damage, I mean, that's already a lot of damage in itself. You just don't have the attack speed to really back it up. And so that Ezreal with the attack speed, especially when they have 2 AP champions, that's an incredibly well thought out champion select by the blue team, being able to do it. They're like, hey, we want around double AP. Okay, hey, let me pick Ezreal and we'll be able to push down towers once we win a team fight. And that's exactly what they needed to do, and that's exactly what they did. So, again, wonderful job coming out from the blue team. Congratulations to the blue team and GG to the red team. And again, thanks everybody for watching, and make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow.